Hey, friends. Happy Take Action Tuesday. And I hope that's the mindset that you entered into this day with. That mindset that you can take action towards your goals. Alexa, pause. Sorry. Alexa, pause. Alexa, pause. There we go. All right. Back at it. We're just jamming out here. But hey, happy Take Action Tuesday. Like I said before, I hope that's the mindset you kind of entered into this day with. That mindset that you can take action towards your goals. That this can be the day that you take action towards your dreams. If you're jumping on in here today, hey, shoot down in that comment section what time you heard this. Share this live so we can get more people in here every once in a while. I'm trying to be here more consistent, 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And I have an amazing feature here where I can join you. Maybe you can join me. We can have a little discussion if you wanted. If you're on YouTube, you could probably join from YouTube. Probably be a little easier. I could probably shoot the comment down in there. But hey, you guys, I am super excited you're here. I'm super excited you're here because today I want to talk about, there's a book that I recently read called Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. And it came with a powerful truth in that lie. So I'm trying to get off here on TikTok real quick. Sorry, guys. Sorry, but I'm excited you guys are here. So shoot down in that comment section, maybe where you're from, where you're at. I'd love to know a little bit more about you. If we're not friends, let's be friends. Let's make some connections in here. I think that's what life is about. Making some new friends, making some new connections, but realizing that, hey, we're all in this world together and we can make that same connection together. So, but yeah, I was talking about that gritty. The topic today is gritty faith and gritty facts. And that statement in that book really hit me. I want you to think about what does faith mean to you? And I want you to think about your definition of faith. What does faith mean to you? I'm gonna give you some time. I want you to use my definition. I want you to use your definition. Because my favorite book says faith is the evidence of things hoped for, but most importantly, the evidence of things not seen. And I want you to think about that. When it comes to faith, right? When it comes to faith when it comes to faith in our goals, when it comes to having faith towards our dreams, do you find faith, and I want you to really hear my definition of it. My favorite book, the Bible, it says faith is the evidence of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And that's what we call faith. Now we're talking about gritty faith today. And when you hear the evidence of things not seen, when it comes to your goals and dreams, are we calling it faith? But we're looking to see if it's real. Are we calling it faith? And we're going to have faith when things are going our way, right? Are we saying we have faith in the dream, but when things, like I said, when we have faith that things are possible for us, but when things are going our way? We have faith that things can happen for us when we see it start happening. See, when is your faith activated towards your goals? That's what I want to talk about today. When is your faith activated towards your goals? And how to really harness having that gritty faith towards our dreams. Because I think many times, I realized I had to reflect on my past, and I had to realize saying, I'm calling it faith, but I'm not believing until I see it. I'm not believing, like we talked about, faith is the evidence of things not seen. But I was saying I had faith that I could have a better life. I was saying I had faith that my dreams were possible. But did I truly have faith? Even when I didn't see it? Was I doing the work? Even when nothing changed? Was I doing the work even when the plan wasn't fully in my brain? And I want you to think about your goals this year when it comes to having that gritty faith. But most importantly, I really want to talk about the second part. Because see, it's not only, there's faith and then there's foolishness, right? There's faith and then there's foolishness. And we're talking about gritty facts as well. Just because we have the faith doesn't mean it nullifies the facts, right? If I want to jump out of an airplane without a parachute and survive, I have to look at the facts. Well, the fact is I'm human and we aren't going to fly. That's a fact, right? We know that's a fact. And We have to be gritty with the fact. We have to be honest with ourselves. I know if I hit the floor, it's going to be just like, I'm not going to be like the cartoons. I'm not going to bounce. I'm not going to fall to the floor. I'm going to splat and it's going to be done. Right? We have to be realistic when it comes to our, we have to be gritty with the truth. I think many times we find ourselves in la la land thinking that, hey, I'm going to be a billionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire, but I haven't really counted the cost. And I really want to talk about that today, because have you counted the cost of what it's going to take to make your dream successful, to make your dream a reality? Do you have the faith through the process when things aren't going your way? Are you willing to hold on to the dream even when everything's going the wrong way? Are you willing to hold on to the dream when you still don't see it? I think it's time to have some gritty. What if this was the year you started to have that gritty faith towards your goals, gritty faith towards your dreams? What if you started to have that gritty faith? That gritty faith and belief that things can change for you, that this can be the year that I step forward into my destiny because I have a belief in me. See, realize that the dream is real because I am still here. And I think, you hear many times, like, part of the battle is just simply showing up. But I think it's more than just showing up. It's believing in it as well. And when it comes to your goals and dreams, Dan and my friends joining us today, do you have faith that your goal can be achieved? Hey, Wes, how's it going? Wesley, how's it going? But yeah, do you truly believe that your dreams can happen? Because you're going to have faith. And like I talked about, faith is the evidence of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. See, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean each action you take isn't getting you closer. But most importantly, it's time to be more realistic with what you truly want in life, right? Maybe you find yourself like, man, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a superhero. And that's nothing wrong. Like, you can't be a superhero, but you also got to be realistic and realize, like, man, if I'm not doing the work, am I really stepping in towards my destiny, or am I stepping back, right? Because that's a choice we get to make today. And I want you to think about your goals, your dreams, those things you're looking to achieve this year, realizing that the only limiting factor is you. And in the spirit of Tuesday, I like to call it Take Action Tuesday, I want to raise this question with you. Hey, Jimmy, how's it going, friend? What action did you take? Oh, $10. What action did you take today to move the needle forward? See, I think when we really comes down to making our goals a reality, you can't just dream them there, right? Wouldn't that be so nice, Jordan, if we could just dream and things happen? But you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to take some action. But most importantly, what I realized when it comes to making our dreams a reality, it's time to start taking some ownership. See, when I realized that I was my only limiting factor, but most importantly, that I had to take ownership when I was holding myself back. Oh yeah, I am happy. I'm happy, man. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm here. You're here. And I think this is my third day trying to be a little bit consistent. So I'm proud of myself. Sometimes you gotta pat yourself on the back. But yes, I want you to think about that today. Taking that action, taking that ownership, but most importantly, realizing that when you take action, not only do you start to take ownership again, but you start to take control of your life. And maybe when it comes to this year, hey, how's it going? Jardo and everybody coming on in here. Maybe when it looks at your goals, you don't feel like you're in control. Yo, party boy, welcome to the live. But I want you to hear that today. Maybe you feel like this year so far, you don't have control. You've never felt really in control of your destiny. You still find yourself in the wishing phase, in the hoping phase. But what if you made this to you? You start to step into the action phase, right? See, I heard something really powerful in my chat this past week. It talked about as we take action, the vision gets clear. And I think that's simply an act of faith. See, faith without works is dead. I want you to hear that today. Faith, my favorite book says, faith without works is dead. And like we talked about, faith is the evidence of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Are you acting on your goals? Or are we just sitting there in faith? When it comes to the things you're looking to achieve, are you sitting there in faith, hoping you're getting closer, but not working to get closer? Because even though your vision may seem dim, as you start to take action, those things get clear. As you start to take action, you start to take more ownership. As you start to take action, you start to really create the destiny of your life. Hey, thank you so much for joining, you guys, if you're coming on here. Hey, Braden, Chase, Peyton, how's it going? Playboy, thank you guys for liking the live. I appreciate you guys being here. Whoa, we're almost at 1,000 likes already. Let's go, freaking guys. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you tapping the screen. Woo, appreciate you. But I want you to hear that today. Faith without work. If you left here with that, knowing that, hey, you know, those dreams, those hopes, those wishes, that they're not only possible, but that they demand that I take action. Because faith is a form of action. See, faith isn't just a wish. Faith isn't a dream. Faith isn't a hope. Faith is an action. See, we act in faith. Right? Isn't that powerful, party boy? Thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate you. But I want you to hear that today. Are you acting in faith this year? See, this is how your year can be different. Can I tell you a joke? Sure. Drop it in the chat. But hey, I want you to hear that today. This year can be different because you decide. Oh, thank you so much for 1,000 likes. Woo! Thank you so much. But I want you to hear that. This year can be different if you started to act. Act on your dreams. Act on your goals. Act on your ambitions. But most importantly, take ownership. How many times when it came to why you aren't where you want to be, you point the finger at somebody else? It's because, hey, they didn't give me this, or I didn't have that, or they didn't support me there, or I never learned this. See, there comes a point, if you're really looking to change your life, you're going to have to start saying yes to yourself. I want you to hear that today, because maybe you find yourself in a situation where you don't really find the support you feel like you need. But I think the most powerful thing we have each and every day is choice. Oh, I like that. Random dude. All right, I like it. Right, let me pin that right there. Party boy dropping some knowledge in there. I like it, my friend. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. But I want you to hear that today. I like that. Let's read that. In case you get, yeah, thank you for sharing it, my friend. I appreciate it. The difference between the ordinary and extraordinary is a little extra. And that's so true. That's so true. And that's what it's about. Just like that. Just like that. That little extra. And right? Isn't that so powerful? It's that little bit of extra work. And I think many times when we're looking to achieve those things in our lives, if we're looking to move that needle forward, we think we have to move the mountain, right? But I love, just like that quote said, it's that little extra. See, we don't need to move the mountain to start the momentum. We just really need to move the pedal. I think 99% of our goals are just going to be completed through consistency. Your goals can literally be inevitable if you're willing to consistently show up. But I think there's something that I really wish I would have learned sooner, is that we're going to have to remove the timeline. You can set a destination, but you know, we can't control life. And what can we control? Right? And I want you to start thinking about that when it comes to life, when it comes to those things you're looking to achieve. What are the things that I am in control of? What are the things that I'm in control of? Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Sound for your content. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for showing love. I appreciate it. Yes, it's such a fact, right? That's something I wish I would have learned sooner. That I can't control the timeline, but I can control my actions. I can't control the timeline, but I can control my attitude. I can't control the timeline, but I can control my consistency. And I think when we really step into each day, realize that all we have to do is our best. But most importantly, that all we have to do is control what we can control. See, I can't tell you what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, but I can tell you I'm going to show up tomorrow. I can't tell you if the power's going to be on tomorrow for sure, but I can tell you I'm going to do what's possible tomorrow. Thank you so much for the rose, friend. Thank you so much for dropping that rose. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. 4 roses. Let's go. Thank you for showing the love. I appreciate you, friend. Woo! Thank you so much. I'll just put my friends dropping some love. So, hey, if they're my friend, they should be your friend too. Hey, if they're my friend, they should be your friend too. They appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for dropping that rose. Doesn't need to chat for a friend. I want you to hear that today. What if you made this the year where you started to give yourself some grace, right? Give yourself some grace for the things that you didn't know. I heard an awesome quote here recently. It said, forgive yourself for the things you didn't know that only time could tell. Isn't that a powerful quote? And I think many times we're entering into this year holding. How many of us in this year, I want you to really reflect on how many of us are holding on to old habits that we know aren't good for us. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm fighting the battle too. I'm a human. But I don't want that to hinder you. I want you to empower you to realize that you have the power to let go. And there's a lot of things that, you're going to have to let go. See, you're going to have to let go to grow. I need you to hear that today. Because maybe there's some things, some people, some places that you're going to have to let go of in order to grow. You have to let go of some limiting factors. Became the new title gifted. Thank you so much for dropping the rose. Appreciate your friend. W's in the chat dropping some roses, man. Oh, 10, they're going. 13, 14, dang, man. Thank you. 43 roses. Sheesh. Yeehaw. That's my favorite one. Thank you so much, my friend, for dropping that cowboy hat. W's in the chat, my friend, dropping that mustache and hat. Man, thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my gosh, the roses are still going. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the love. I want you to hear that today. Thank you so much for getting me that gift gallery. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the love. Appreciate the hat and the 43 roses. Thank you so much. W's in the chat, my friend. Tapping them up top. Hey, if they're not your friend, they should be your friend. They're gonna be my friend because we always gotta support each other. We can all grow together. Thank you for the follow, Gavin. I appreciate you. Thank you for the roses, Gavin, and the gifts. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. But I want you to hear that today, friends. Sometimes you're gonna have to let go in order to. Oh, I got that necklace. Thank you so much for the necklace, friendship necklace. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow, too. I appreciate you, friend. I followed you back, so we can all grow together. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the roses, friend. Thank you. But I want you to hear that it's time to let go. Let go of your past mistakes. Like we talked about, forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made. Oh, 29 roses. Thank you so much, man. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the gifts. Hey, if you're not following my friend up top, I haven't pinned. Hey, make them your friend. If they're my friend, they should be your friend, too. Thank you so much for the roses, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you. But I want you to hear that today. What if this was the day you started to let go of the past? Let go of those past mistakes. See, I think many of us are looking to step into the future, but we're not letting go of the past. And I want you to think about every past failure, every past doubt, every past mistake is honestly like putting a brick in your backpack. I want you to think about if life was like swimming in a pool. I want you to think about every past mistake and failure that you hold on to is adding a brick to your backpack. See, many of us are wondering why things feel so heavy, but we're still holding on to the past, which is going to weigh us back. See, I want you to hear this today. You cannot move into your future if you're going to hold on to your past. And I'm not going to tell you that. I wish I could tell you it's going to be simple, but I need you to understand that it's necessary. I need you to understand that you're stronger than you think. You're more valuable than you think. But most importantly, that the world has great things for you. But you can only step into your future if you're willing to let go of your past. And that was a hard thing for me to bear. I was like, man, sometimes our failures, our setbacks, our past is what we define ourselves off of. And that's a hard pill to swallow, right? Maybe you're holding on to those past limitations that you didn't even place on yourself. See, we are born into this world with so many limitations. Like school tells you, maybe you're in special education. And so you're like, I'm not a good reader. So you have taken that title and held on to it. How many titles are you still holding on from grade school? Hey, you're a nerd, or you weren't smart enough, so you're still holding these titles into your future. Maybe somebody told you, hey, you'll never amount to anything, so you're still holding on to that title. And I want you to hear this today. How many titles are you holding on to? Because it's time to let them go. Because the question I recently had to ask myself that really sparked me, I was like, who would you be in a world without titles? I think that's a great question to really reflect on. I want you to reflect on that, because it really had to be like, man, who would you be in a world without titles? Because the first thing you usually ask somebody, hey, who are you? You're like, well, hey, they tell you what their job is, right? You're like, well, I work here. I'm like, no, who are you really, Tarek? Who are you really? Without the titles, Raul, who are you? Who are you without the titles? Do you define yourself through your job? Do you define yourself through your accomplishments? Do you define yourself through your setbacks? Who are you, Mason, without titles? And I think it's talking about getting back to our original creation here. Right? Who are you? That's the greatest question you'll ever answer, is who you are. And I think that's the most important question you have to find the answer to. Because when you find out who you are, no one else can tell you who you are but you. I know that's a little deep, right? Maybe get a little deep for TikTok. But hey, we gotta be real. We gotta be real sometimes. We gotta be real here sometimes. But hey, friends, I need you to understand this. That it's time to start letting go of the past titles, the past failures, the past doubts that defined us, that hold us back. And it's time to start stepping into your truth. And the truth is, you're stronger than you think. The truth is, you're more powerful than you know. The truth is that you can get better because you can decide to get better. The truth is, the only limiting factor is you. And I think the greatest thing is you can change. If you find yourself at the place where you aren't comfortable with it, if you find yourself in a place where you're like, I want more out of life, you can change. Things can get better. But that's up to you. Why can't hear you? But why can't I hear you? You can't hear me? Are you sure, John? Because somebody said that, but I don't know. I hope you can hear me. Hey, the account, bro, Brylo. I see him out moving. Oh, maybe you have it on mute, my guy. Maybe. I mean, I would hope y'all would have been able to hear me. Okay, but yeah, I mean, you guys, Skip. Thank you so much for liking and tapping it up, John. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for showing the love. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much. All right, friends, I need you to hear this today. If you haven't heard it, John, I hope you can hear me. Right away. Thank you guys for coming on in here, liking the live. I appreciate you tapping the screen, John. Appreciate you. But yes, you guys, I need you to know how powerful you are. Oh, John, you're good. You know what, John? I can't even hate because I do that all the time. I'm like, why can't I? Yeah, you're not the only one. I've done that to myself. Like, I remember I was on a live and I was like, I was mute the entire time. So hey, I've done the same. But all right, here, friends, man, you guys, I appreciate you more than you know. I thank you if you were here for a minute, a second. I hope, John, you heard a little bit in there while I was on mute. But hey, you guys, I want you to I hope you make this the year. If I don't know if I get to see you again. I hope we're friends. If we're not friends, I hope we're friends. I love to follow you back. And man, my goal is to have my follower count be everybody would follow. If we all follow each other, we can all go together. But if anything, I need you to hear this today. I need you to understand that it's time to let go of your past. time to let go, man. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to move forward through the fear. It's time for you to start moving forward through the doubt. But it's time for you to step into this year with a new belief in you. Oh, we're at 2K likes, almost at 2K likes. But it's time for you to step into this year with a new belief. And as we're in the second full week of the year, this is our second full week of the year, it's time to start having faith again. That gritty faith. That gritty faith that demands action. That gritty faith that demands ownership. That gritty faith, but also realizing the truth. Like having that gritty truth with yourself. Being truthful, like, hey, if I really want this, I know I'm going to have to start doing the work. If I really want this, I'm going to have to be willing to ask for help. If I really want this, I'm going to have to start believing. So, all right, friends, I'm super thankful for you guys, whether you're here for a minute, a second, an hour. Actually, and I was only here on 26 seconds, so I wasn't here. It couldn't have been an hour, but hey, I was only here for 26 minutes. So I appreciate you guys. I'm trying to, I'm building my way up. I'm making my way downtown, walking fast, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop. But I appreciate you guys. Hey, thank y'all so much, whether you're here for a minute, a second. Hey, if we're not friends, let's be friends. Let's make sure we stay connected, but making sure that this is the year that you change because you can change. This is the year that things get better because you can get better. This is the year that we start moving in the right direction towards our goals and dreams, realizing that we have the power to change our lives. I'm super thankful for you guys, man. You guys, I am so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for you. So let me see this right here. I see. I got these little cool little dong things. Where is it? It is right here. Right here. Media outlets. No. There we go. All right, here, friends. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. Didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do this one. All right. Take care.